Lit by the orange hues of the setting sun, the library feels different. What was once a quaint building in a small town now stands as an imposing structure, its walls holding something that stares back at you with menace. Maybe Stella's right. Maybe ghosts aren't real, and the rest of tonight is gonna be a pleasant break from the events of the past few days. Ooh, a talk to animals thing. What if the ghost isn't a person, but a specter of a mayor past? Oscar's house is right next to the town hall. Do your powers extend to the undead? I don't know. I guess maybe we'll find out. Keen eye. Before you enter, a pair of figures in the nearby bush catch your eye. You can't help but feel that with every passing day, the ditchlings grow bolder. Enter the library. Just as its exterior was intimidating in the setting sun, the inside of the library is dark, its shadows deep and foreboding. The meet and greet with the mayor ended quite some time ago, and the throngs of visitors took whatever joy was in this place with them as they left. Okay. Hey, Oscar! Are you back yet? Shh! Can't you tell? You can't yell in a library. It's against the rules. It's after hours. Rules can only apply before 5 p.m. Now it's our domain. Hey, you're here sooner than I expected. Hope dinner went okay. Yeah, it went okay. Reese wasn't feeling up for a longer hangout, unfortunately. I'm sorry to hear that. It's okay. Just means we have more time to hunt ghosts. Yes, Oscar definitely has dad bod. Yes. I've come fully loaded. Got my EMF reader, temperature gauge, spirit box, infrared camera, UV light, video cameras, salt, flashlights for everybody in case the ghost messes with the electricity, parabolic microscope, Sharpies, and paper for automatic writing, matches and candles for rituals. So, someone needs to buy Stella Phasmophobia. She needs to play that game. She needs to do the thing. We're kind of exploring some of that. The guy in the middle here, that is Oscar. His house is haunted of some sort, and we're going to do some ghost hunting in his house tonight. The person above me, that is Stella, who is holding the most precious bean. That is Gretchen. We love her absolutely dearly. In this game, at the beginning of it, you get to pick different traits for your character. You get to pick 2. We have Keen Eye, which just means we kind of notice things that not everybody notices. We also have Talk with Animals, which means we get to know what Gretchen is saying. And then the person on that side over there, that is Kanika. Yeah, Dream Daddy does not have Gretchen, though. That is true. I was gonna say, right, Looney? Oscar definitely could belong in Dream Daddy. It's kind of fun to see how things have changed a bit, but totally 100% understand of doing the lurky lurks. Thank you for the raid. I super duper appreciate it. Yeah, that's the thing too. There's the notebook in here. So the notebook makes points of, decisions you make, so that helps you kind of remember what you did in each episode. And also if you miss things, you can go back through and reread stuff as well. So it has some really super duper nifty features in terms of, keeping track of the story and things like that. So, and I know Jessica has done multiple playthroughs of the first 2 episodes, and there's definitely, if you wanted to check it out with this and then come back to it later, obviously you do whatever you want to do of how you want to check out the game. But there is a lot of replayability because you only get to have 2 traits. So every time you go through it, you can pick a different combination of the different traits that you can have. So, yeah. All right. Yes, I read that one. Okay. And you've got your specter sniffing compatriot at... Oh, this is Gretchen. And you've got your spectric sniffing compatriot at your side, too. This nose can sniff out any ne'er-do-well we might find, whether spirit or scoundrel. Gretchen is adorable. I love her so much. Never do well. Never do well. Y'all, we're reaching the point that it is almost 10:30 my time. I have been wordsing in front of children all day. We're reaching the limits of my wordsing ability. Okay, I did read that. Oh, and a Ouija board. I know they're toys, but you never know what might come in handy. Wow, this is a lot of ghost hunting stuff for something that was so last minute. Do you just have this stuff ready to go in a bug out bag or something? Of course I do. I actually stashed a couple of bags here overnight after I got back from the mines. Excuse me? I wasn't about to carry everything around all day. This way we can go in light and this way we can go in light and pop out to grab more stuff once things start getting spooky. Also, I heard the door open and close. I wonder if that's Avery joining us. I heard like a door close in game or open in game. Okay. I may never have found any compelling evidence of ghosts, but that's not for lack of trying. After last night, I'm more than ready to try again. It is Avery. Awesome. Hey, hope I'm not too late. Have I missed any creepy paranormal stuff? Avery, glad you can make it. The more pairs of hands we have, the more equipment we can carry. Sure thing. Always happy to offer a hand or two. Glad there'll be someone else with a level head in there tonight. Whoa, is that an EMF reader? I've never seen one in person. Look at all this stuff. Spirit box, parabolic microphone. Y'all covered all your bases. Maybe I spoke too soon. Okay. You know me, Kanika. I'm as level-headed as they come. I'm just not ready to rule out weird paranormal stuff. When people tell me they saw a ghost, who am I to say they didn't? No, I didn't read this one yet. Okay. I mean, y'all apparently saw some really unexplainable stuff on Monday, and then mine only collapsing again after 100 years while y'all were there? I'm just saying, anything seems possible right now. I've got a bad feeling about this. There are ditchleys in the bushes outside. Who knows how many more are lurking around here? Are those the monsters you saw in the woods? Just once I'd like to actually see some of this stuff myself. Trust me, you don't. If Sybil's right, we're only gonna see more of them as time goes on. We can't let them get in the way of things. Okay, this whole town is one big supernatural death trap. Just a Catholic, nah. Those mines were chock full of ghosts last night. After all my fruitless ghost hunts, I basically convinced myself that ghosts weren't real. But last night we saw some really convincing evidence. Especially those figures you mentioned. Though I'm still 50-50 on whether they were cryptids or cryptids or ghosts. Hopefully, whatever happens tonight will help clear that up. I can't wait to wander through Oscar's house for a few uneventful hours before getting Rosalina tucked into bed. I could use a nice quiet night after everything we went through. That's too bad. I was hoping to see a ghost. Maybe It'll be a happy medium between no ghost and deadly spirits of vengeance. A Casper situation might be nice. The door just opened again. Is Tabitha just gonna show up? Hey, I got the Pokemon! Woo! I envy your pessimism here, but I suppose it won't be long until we get to the bottom of things. Why the fuck is Zane here? Yo, don't rush off ghost busting without Zane. No way I was gonna forget your promise, Stella. I forgot that she had said he could come, because she said that at some point. I think that was still in the mines, wasn't it? Zane, glad you could make it. I was confronted with my own morality for the first time yesterday, so I'm desperate for answers about the afterlife to ease my troubled mind. Because we invited him during episode 2 to come on this, didn't we? I don't think I invited him. Stella specifically invited him, and I totally forgot about it. Because I think that happened in the mines in episode 2. Yeah. Now that he's here, I remember that happening, but I had totally forgotten that that was the thing that was happening. I was like, who else is showing up? Alright, now let's go mess with some ghosts. So I'm assuming, in terms of, like, placement of characters, I'm assuming if we had invited Tabitha, this would be where Tabitha would be standing. My oh my. Oh, Gretchen. My oh my, this certainly is a lot of humans for one little old ghost hunt. I do hope this means my dear Stella will be safe from this evening, and that whatever foul creatures lurk in the shadows choose to prey on someone else. Tabby's gonna be pissed. We went to town with her in the morning. We're there in the general store for like 2 seconds and then just straight up ditched her. She's gonna be really mad. The thing is, like, unless if we get back and see her before we go to bed, I don't even know if we're gonna see more of her this episode. I know, Jessica. I know you like Tabitha. But we didn't invite her along. I hope my house is big enough for 6 ghost hunters at once. If this is everyone, we can go ahead and get started. It's through the back. Follow me. Wait, where's the cat? Oh, there they are. Okay. I'm like, where's the cat? The cat's over here. This is Pixel. Hey, human, kick ghost ass, okay? I missed my special tree. I was just very confused, just like, where are they? I love that we got to see him for a second. You and your companions grab some equipment from one of Stella's carefully stashed bug-out bags before heading towards the junction connecting Oscar's house and the library. Looks like the sun has almost set. This is when stuff usually starts to kick off. I haven't been back inside for about a week, so I have no idea what to expect. Hey. You didn't think you were you'd be doing this without me, did you? Rosalina, I thought you were at Alexis's place. Sorry, Mr. I don't know how to say the last name. She's really convincing. Oh, hi, Zane. What's up? Yo. You don't have to leave me out of stuff like this anymore, Dad. I'm not some fragile little thing that needs protecting. I can handle seeing a ghost or whatever it is that's keeping us out of our house. I really don't think you want to see what's in there, Rosalina. I don't know if you'd ever be able to feel safe in our house again if you knew it was there. Yeah, everybody's here, apparently. Okay. I mean, Zane's coming. It's not like tonight is an adults-only event. She's got a good point, Mr. G. Yeah, I don't want to be coddled just because you're scared. Alexis and I can handle this. It's best to just give this pup the chance to face her obstacles head on. Take it from an old soul like me. Yeah, we can totally handle this. Okay, I'm sorry, Rosa. Just let me know if it gets to be too much and you want to leave, okay? Thanks, Dad. Now, let's get our house back. No, I don't think we left anyone behind. I think the others just aren't here. Well, we've lost Duke, but in terms of, like, the teens, everyone made it out of the mine. We didn't lose anybody in the mine. The only person we've lost so far is Duke. Yeah. So maybe the others, because Zane was invited. Rosa was at Alexis's, so it makes sense that they came. No, I don't think... No, because they made... I want to say they made it out at the last second, because we did go back for them. No one died in the mines. We didn't lose anybody in the mines. The only person we've lost so far is Duke. Alright, you all cross over the threshold and enter Oscar's living room. Family photos line the walls and stacks of books sit comfortably on wooden furniture. Okay, keen eye. Aside from the painting on the floor, this living room feels too normal. Too human to be haunted. Okay, looks pretty normal for now. I don't remember that picture being on the floor, but that could be non-supernatural. None of my equipment is picking up anything around the picture. But I'll set up a camera in case it falls again. Could be important evidence. You might want to save your cameras for Rosalina's room. That's where I've seen the ghost manifest. I wonder if the ghost will even show with this many people around. Oh dear, could someone please warm the air back up? My joints are creaking in this dreadful chill. Wait, is it just me or does it suddenly feel colder? They're freezing temperatures. Wonder what you did differently. And see, that's the thing that's cool about these games like that, is like, it's like what little thing did I do differently that made it be this way? Because you very well, because like I specifically went to Stella's at the beginning. If you picked a different pathway, you definitely could have run into different people. Like if you went and hung out with Avery, you probably could have seen someone else at the diner. If you went to talk to Kanika, you could have run into someone on the way over to there as well. Like there's definitely different times that you could have run into different people and caused different things to happen. It sure does. I definitely feel that. Same. I've got chills. They're multiplying and I'm losing control. Okay. The temperature gun says it's actually a couple of degrees colder, but that's normal. Rooms and hallways are sometimes colder than other parts of the house. Whoa, a genuine cold spot. Gotta snap a pic for posterity. Is that it? This isn't very scary. Alright, Wait, Rosalina, if the ghost mostly manifests in your room, shouldn't you have seen it? Also, I saw the fact that we could lie and say I feel a presence, and that's funny. Wait. Okay. No, I said that. Alright. I've only seen the stain. Dad made me switch rooms with him before we moved out. I wasn't about to let my daughter sleep in a haunted bedroom. I spent most of my nights on the couch before we set up shop in the library. Even if there is something back there, I'm not scared of it. I'm mad at it. Y'all so bright. You're all so brave. I'd be terrified sleeping somewhere that might have a ghost. I love this. I feel a presence. This is so like Scooby-Doo. It's just literally, all right, gang, I think we'll cover more ground if we split up and search for clues. That sounds like a horrible idea. Don't split the party. I do kind of feel like we should move to her room if that's where it is. I don't want to split the group up. We're gonna go... I'm gonna do this one. We're wasting our time here. Oscar said the ghost is in Rosalina's room. Yeah, but we don't have to rush there. I'm sure we can deal with it from out here, right? Stella, I've been meaning to ask, do you actually know how to get rid of ghosts? How exactly are we gonna get rid of it once we find it? I mean, that is a very good question, Kanika. Well, my ghost hunting kit has symbols from every major religion, assorted holy books, and a bunch of salt and some jars for ectoplasm. And if worse comes to worse, we can always use the Ouija board to politely ask it to leave. Aren't Ouija boards super cursed? Are you sure that wouldn't make it mad or invite a demon into the house or something? That sounds like fun to me. We might as well try it, right? What's the worst that could happen? We make the ghost mad and it gives us more evidence? Sounds like a win-win. I think I'd rather not take the chance. One ghost is enough to deal with. I don't much like the thought of opening a door for something worse. Oscar speaking with at least some reason. Wow, you've never been this superstitious, Dad. This ghost really has you freaked out. Okay. Oscar takes a deep breath before continuing. Let's head to Rosalina's room. Follow me. That feeling again, like the mines, like the door to the clinic. A dusty, suffocating, dizzying feeling as something is in this house. So whether it's a ghost or something worse, you aren't sure. Whoa. This is where I've seen it. It appears on top of the stain. You mean this massive blood stain? It stinks to high heaven. Oh, that was Gretchen. Sorry. Weird. I'm not getting anything. It's not even cold. It's the same temperature as the living room. Nothing on the EMF either. Then your equipment is wrong. The stain is definitely paranormal. I've scrubbed it out too many times to count, and it keeps coming back. It's just a stain, Dad. Can't we just cover it back up? I don't mind sleeping in here. Maybe we have to scrub it out first. Could it be that the paranormal stuff will activate if we give it a reason to? Oh, good idea. Y'all offering free carpet cleaning? Be my guest. Oh. Gretchen said it's a blood stain. Ghost blood. Or it's just a rusty pipe leaking all over your floor. I think that's a bigger problem than what Tapgirl and Stella are suggesting. I don't know. Ghost blood sounds pretty intense. Have you all tried ripping up the carpet to see what's causing the stain? The government owns this house. There's no way I'm leaving a big red stain in their carpet. I made sure it was pristine every morning. Besides, I also kind of assumed it was ghost blood, which it is. What if there's something written under there? Only one way to be sure. Stella excitedly starts tugging at the corner of the carpet. Are we digging? Let me help. This is my area of expertise, after all. Oh dear. You're doing the government a favor, really. We'll cover for you. You don't have to sweat it. Oh, secret door under the carpet. Stella pulls back the carpet, revealing a hatch. The floor around it is stained and reddish brown. Keen eye. There's a broken seal around its edges. Whoever carpeted over this hatch didn't want anyone going down there. But what if there isn't a ghost after all? What if somebody lives down there? Okay, maybe I don't want to sleep in here. Okay, keen eye, there's a... Oh, to actually say it. There's a broken seal around its edges. Someone doesn't want us down there. Yeah, but how long ago was it sealed up? Whoever did this has got to be long gone, right? There's no basement in this house. At least we weren't told about a basement. And look, all the red stuff is coming from underneath. Oh yeah, this is super haunted, all right. You've got a basement chock full of ghosts. I could just feel it. Still no readings, though. None of the equipment has made a sound. Of course not. Y'all know last month was super rainy. It's clearly been a long time since anyone stepped foot in the basement or crawl space or whatever is underneath that hatch. There must be a leak that flooded the whole area under the house. The water dissolved the chalk around the edge and it leaked through to the carpet, and it's red because North Carolina has red Hester. It's simple as that. I mean, Kanika's talking possibly some sense there, but also with everything else that's going on. Yes, Gretchen found the hatch. Does that mean Gretchen gets to escape then? It's not mud. It's blood. Human blood. I tested it. Maybe you tested it wrong? It can't be blood, right? Whatever it is, I need to know what's down there. I need to know what's been under my bed all these years. Yeah, there's an old hatch in the floor that someone tried to seal up. We're not leaving until we've explored every nook and cranny. Have you considered they may have tried sealing it up because it's unsafe? Uh-oh. Do you think the flooding could have made the house unstable? I'm all in on ghost hunting, but I don't know if I could crawl into another dangerous crevice. Yeah. I'm going for it. Of course Stella's going for it. Now it says Dave Kanika switching her stories. I know. I think she's just scared. I was like, Stella's just going to jump down there. You come into Oscar's living room. You can't tell what time it is, and your friends are nowhere in sight. The building feels colder, and there's something about the air that feels wrong. It's stale, with an undercurrent of mold and earth. You feel claustrophobic, as though you're in a coffin, each breath depleting what little oxygen is left. Hello, is anybody here? There's no reply. Edie? You can hear something drop violently on the other end, and then a dial tone. Dial 911. Hello? What's your... Hello? Is this some kind of prank? Franklin, come listen to this. Is that some kind of old-time radio show? But it's just repeating the same phrase over and over. Somebody's trying to creep us out. Now hold on just a minute. Ain't this Area code. All of the fucking memes. Area code from New Marlene's? I'll be damned. Listen here, Tap Girl. We know that's you. You've got some nerve calling in with a juvenile prank like this. Damn if it ain't creepy, though. Eddie. Eddie. Repeating like that? Do we know any Eddies? Just hang up, Hugby. Gotta keep these damn lines clear for real callers. We'll deal with Tap Girl later. Eddie? Same voice you heard when you call Stella, uttering the same phrase. Once again, hear something drop violently on the other end in the dial tone. We're gonna call Tabitha. Because I'm just curious. Been looking for you all over. Where did you... What? Why are you saying that? I didn't say anything. Yeah, okay, I get it. Pulling a funny little prank on your poor, long-suffering cousin, playing some creepy old-timey radio clip over the phone? Did Kanika put you up to this? Whatever, just come home. I'm sick of chasing after you. Call disconnects. That's enough. Put your phone away. This clearly isn't getting you anywhere. Go back to Rosalina's room. I don't know. I don't know why we didn't talk over it, but it seems like we were talking over it with Tabitha, but that's all she still heard. Whatever just happened was weird. But your friends are probably still in Rosalina's room. You head further into the house. The fuck? What? Something isn't right. It feels like late summer afternoon. The air is warm and wet and the scent of flowers drift on the breeze. We've got like a ram. This is the statues from outside of the house. Like, outside of our room. There's ditchlings hiding in here. Oh! Movement stirs as a figure cloaked in shadow rises to attention. Bark, bark, woof, bark. Oh, we can't understand Gretchen. Who are you? What are you doing on my property? Holy shit, Stella, you scared me. Did you say Eddie? No one's called me that in a long time. It's Edwardine now. I'm not a child anymore. Eddie, that's the same name I heard over the phone. What the fuck? I wish I could say the same. You probably should have stayed gone, and you absolutely shouldn't have shown up here of all places. If you're caught, I don't think you understand what father might do. Stella, I'm really scared right now. A flash of pain in Stella's eyes tells you that she's keenly aware of everything that's happening right now. She's in agony. Arf, arf. I can't. It's not that easy for me. My brothers were sent to the Western Front, and now I'm the only Scarlet left besides father. I have responsibilities, Charlie. Gretchen, can you still talk to me? Silence from the dog. Oh, that sound is awful. You should just get out of town while you still can. Whatever you came back for, it's not worth it. I'll get you out of here, Stella, I promise. She's gone, along with the shadow in the corner of the room. You're alone again in this strange garden. Follow her. You move to follow the narrow path through the foliage. As you step forward, a single door standing solitary in the middle of the garden appears before you. Enter. You walk up to the door and open it. What the fuck did we get ourselves into? Bells ring as a cacophony rages outside. The door in front of you pulsates as figures unseen bang against it. The shaded figure from the garden sits in the corner, ever so slightly more defined. Junior, pack your things. Quickly, hurry. Maybe we should run him out on the rail too. Make an example of the whole family. Jesus Christ, how many more times am I gonna get jump scared? Yep, that's what we're picking. Oh, I hate the sound. It's so bad. Okay. Please, he's only a child. We'll leave peacefully. Just give us a little time. They were only children, too. My boy was in there. Why should I give Junior here all the time in the world to gather his little toys and fancy clothes? My boy didn't have that kind of luxury. Okay, keen eye. The collapse. Junior leaving, Charlie returning. It's all starting to come together. They're the same person. You're talking about the collapse, aren't you? The one from 100 years ago. Don't listen to him, Charlie. Just keep packing. Looks like the others are on their way. Better hurry, boy, or you and your little dolls here might get burned up. And as for you, lady, what makes you think you're going to be keeping any of those valuables you're packing in the fine suitcase of yours? How many more rooms are there? Trust me, boy. The coppers ain't coming here tonight. And what makes you think you can talk to an adult like that? Maybe they should have had you working in the mines too, instead of lazing around this big house. Maybe you would have learned a thing or two about respecting your elders. Don't talk to my son like that. Don't talk to me like that, woman. I call the shots. Now get out, unless you want to go up in flames with all your precious jewels and expensive dresses. You're lucky I'm even letting you leave. Am I supposed to be you? It's okay, Charlie. You can make new ones even better than these. It's good for him. Shouldn't be playing with dolls anyway. Now you're gonna have to earn your keep, just like the rest of us, boy. No more big inheritance for you. Alexis and Rosalina are whisked away, leaving you behind in an empty room. As they depart, the front door stops pounding and opens into a beckoning white void. Before you have the chance to think, another door creaks open on what you thought was the ceiling. Oh! Wayne, there you are. This is quite the maze, isn't it? And absolutely crawling with these miserable little parasites. Bottom feeders. Run! I'm gonna vote run! You bolt for the door. You're outside and it's night. A false moon looming massive in the painted sky. Wayne is gone. The night feels thick and warm. The insects lively. Their calls unnaturally tiny. Everything feels warped and wrong, like you're listening to a record fished from the bottom of a pond. Unless your eyes are playing tricks on you, the shadow in the corner keeps getting closer. Oh, Minka, you poor dear. I've been keeping track of you scuttling around town like a tomcat. You've fallen hard for Miss Edwardine, haven't you? I love that we have the option of lying about trying to scare me it's not working and, like, actually telling, like, the truth of it. I like that we have both of those options. Who are you supposed to be? There's no need to be embarrassed. Your secret's safe with me. You know, I never did approve of what the Scarlets did to your family, and what it did to the two of you youngins. Childhood sweethearts. Just think of how lovely it would be if you could just be happy together. That's what you want, isn't it? Are you mad because Edwardine and Charlie's romance didn't work out? I hate the sound of her creaking. Okay. I'm sure by now you've realized the young lady doesn't plan on leaving with you, but it's not for lack of desire, as you well know. It's Enoch? Even if you dragged her over the town's limit, his hold over her would make sure neither of you were ever happy again. Just think of what happened to your poor mother and father. Do you want that to be the two of you? Your parents were driven out of town after the collapse. That's what happened in the last room, isn't it? The powers at work here are stronger than even your love could withstand. You need to break the bonds holding her here. Then you can go free. Oh, you can both go free. No more misfortune. Not for you, not for anyone else bold enough to step foot outside the holler. Kanika mimes holding you something, though her hand is empty. Everything you need to know is on that map. What's this misfortune about stepping foot outside the holler? Is the town cursed? That's where you'll find them. You need her there. Then read what I've written down and be careful. Good luck to both of you. I hope you get your happiness. The shadow's gone too. And then she's gone. My God. Ooh, okay, we're sitting. Hold on. We're sitting for this. It's trying to get rid of me. I'll have to try harder. want to try to talk to him. I see you finally let go of your fear. Good. Maybe we can be friends. Why are you following me? Clearly you need protecting. I'm just looking out for you. Am I dead? Of course not. I would never let something so weak harm you, let alone kill you. So, you and Tabitha, huh? That was a thing? This body knew her well. That's one way to put it. What the hell is going on in this town? I'm sure you'll be able to piece it together soon enough. I'd rather you find it out on your own first. That's the only way you can really know who to trust. And I can finally tell you more. There's so much to discuss when the time comes. What are you? I'm a friend. Do you know the way out? I will soon, but in the meantime, you have nothing to fear. I'm watching over you. That doesn't make me feel better. You know what? I'm going to leave it at that. You continue forward through the uncanny underbrush. Once again, you find yourself separated and alone. A long wooden corridor stands before you, littered with bottles and rails. Okay. Is this gonna go through all of them? I hate it. A figure rises to attention, blocking your way. I'm afraid he doesn't have long. If there's anything you need to say to him, I'd say it now. Oscar? As Zane is swept away, the room pulls itself to you and you find yourself looming over a deathbed. Oscar lies in its center, looking pitifully small. I'm sorry, boy. Sorry I let my troubles drive your mama away. And sorry those troubles mean I'm leaving you all alone now. It's okay, I forgive you. Damn it, Junior. How many times do I have to tell you? I tried to stop it from happening. But that damn snake, Enoch, went behind my back. You're saying that Enoch was the one responsible for the collapse. You're right. I've been using that excuse for too many years. At a certain point, a man has to accept when he's dug his own grave. They may have run me out, but they didn't put the bottle in my hand. Still, they destroyed our legacy, boy. Both our names are cursed with that history. I'll be dead and gone soon, but I won't be able to rest. Not until our name is cleared. Not until you can pass on this name with pride. This is my only request, Charlie. Go back there. Tell people the truth. Try to find proof. I don't know what you'll have to do, but please. I know I ain't been the best father, but I'm no murderer. Okay. Guessing this request didn't really pan out. If the Scarlets were exposed for the collapse, Tabitha and I probably wouldn't be around. Right, yeah. Damn it, boy. I may not have till morning. Promise me. Promise you'll go back at the very least and show that Enoch bastard what for. I promise. You watch as Oscar's body seizes and falls through the sheets, taking the rattling pile of bottles with him. Such theatrics. Where's Wayne? Oh, her face changed. Her face changed, and I hate it more now. Oh, God. Hi. Oh, he's right there. I was looking at the painting. I was looking at the painting, and I didn't realize he was standing right next to me. Thanks. I hate it so much. What a waste of time. Why force you to see any of this? People always think their own experiences are so important, but what does any of it matter? I know, I'm scared too, Goldie. Fucking run. You bolt from the hole in the bed and dive in. There's the shadow again. It's getting closer. You find yourself pressed uncomfortably against the trellis, or against a trellis. A small castle sits off to one side of the wall, and the bars of a prison loom over both all of you. Avery, oh my gosh. Climbing up the trellis again. How very Romeo and Juliet of you. No need to run off. I won't tell the old man. Though you've gotten sloppy. You should try to be more careful if you don't want him putting you in an early grave. Didn't see this area? Huh, okay. Did you invite Avery? Huh. Are the bars behind you metaphorical? Or are they real? No, not one of her brothers. I'm a prisoner, another victim of the Scarlet's lies, like you, Charles Shaw. Who's Avery again? The one in the diner. The guy, the person that you meet them in the diner. Alright. Ooh. Is this what's in the Forbidden Wing? Mere generation makes no difference. His blood runs in your veins, does it not? And now it runs in hers. Oh, now I'm kind of wishing we brought Tabitha along. Yes, it seems your little tryst bore fruit. And oh, will you ever be in trouble when the old man finds out? I don't follow. You know, you don't have to keep dangling there. Come inside. You'll be able to hear me through the door just fine. Not ringing any bells? Okay, so you must not have invited Avery then, because this is Avery in this room, and if you didn't invite Avery along, then you wouldn't have seen it. They're the person that you meet in the cafe when you first get to town. When you can have coffee and whatnot. The world around you swirls, and you find yourself pulled to the other side of the wall, and a door bound by countless locks and chains pulsates before you. I'm not messing with those locks. That's not what I invited you in for. I couldn't escape even with your help. I merely wanted to offer a warning. Leave town now. I wish I could. You can't take her with you. It's not possible. You can always stay and die. But if I were you, I would use my healthy legs and run as far away from Scarlet Hollow as possible. I hear the beaches are nice. Why don't you take a permanent vacation there? That's interesting. Yeah, because this is all Avery talking, so you wouldn't have seen it. Because I'm assuming, like, if you invited Tabitha, you probably saw rooms that I'm not going to see. Also, the fucking creeping thing is still up there in the corner. Because, like, I'm assuming Tabitha has rooms in this, too, and I won't see those because I didn't invite her. Why should I trust you? Ah, so you've been talking to the witch, then. How very interesting. Didn't invite either of them? Okay. Charlie, get away from the door. Don't listen to it. I promise we'll figure out how to free you soon. Stella, there can't be much more to these memories. So creepy. Also, Gretchen's there. How does it know that? Oh, Wayne's back. Interesting interpretation. You know what? I want to talk to him. What makes you say that? Were you there for this conversation? The wording is a little off, but it conveyed the meat of things well enough. I get the feeling you were nearly at the end of this little maze. Oh, I get the feeling we're nearly at the end of this little maze. Stay close. Wayne disappears into the dark corridor. You follow close behind. Oh, I hate it so much. Ah! For the first time, you and Wayne enter a new room at the same time. The two of you finding yourselves huddled under a large table. Stella stares through you as indecipherable murmurs and shuffling feet echo from the ends of the table. Yap, yap, yap! It's so weird that we can't understand Gretchen. They're so lovely. Are you sure I can keep one? You must have worked very hard on them. Oh, that is true. The music. Okay, we're the kids now. This was extra creepy. We'll do the Kenai. Just let the scene play out. There's no use trying to communicate, whether with the resident or your little friends. I'll try to keep it away from my brothers so they don't smash it, though I wish I could make it move like you can. God, her face is so creepy! And you can even do the voices. You know, you could probably make real money if you put a show on for people. Okay. Okay, you know what? I think I'm gonna play along. That's the plan. And maybe you can come with me and we can both avoid the horrible things that are going to happen in this town. Please don't engage with it while I try to find another door. Traveling show? And you want me there too? Oh, could we go to towns along the beach? I've heard the Outer Banks are the most beautiful place in the world. I wish I could go back in time to whenever this was and tell them everything I know. As if it would do any good. I hate the crunching. Thank you, Charlie. I've always wanted to see the ocean. Oh my god. Everything crashes to a thunderous black before you or Wayne can get in another word. It's like they're puppets. A single spotlight remains, illuminating a trapdoor in the center of the stage. You feel drawn to it. It opens. You feel a shove from behind and tumble through the hatch. That's the same thing we saw in the mines. It took some digging, but it's there. The map was right. That means there's hope, Eddie. Whatever it is that Enoch did, we can undo it. We could be happy together. That. Yep. Oh. Eddie? Ooh. Wayne is gone once again. There's nothing here but you and the howling void. Do you repent? Do you repent for your crimes? She's not here, but my cousin Tabitha's the one you want. I haven't stepped foot in this town before a couple of days ago. You must answer for the crimes committed by your scarlet blood. Until you do, I cannot die. I want to die. Please, I have been alone in the dark for so long. All I ask is for some of your years. To pay for the years that were taken from me. My life was stolen from me. I want some of yours. It's only fair. The sins of the father are to be laid upon the children. Forfeit your years, and I will finally leave. What happens if I refuse? Then I will stay. I will stay until I get what I'm owed. I don't understand. You will live a shorter life. I will finally be satisfied. I will have justice. I will finally die. I will leave this house at last. Yeah, yeah, yep, Jessica, just the nope. No. How much shorter would my life be? That isn't for you to know. Just as it wasn't for me to know. One day, sooner than you'd like, you will die. The sentence has been handed down. Make your choice. A smell hits you. That now familiar wet, unwell odor. What an annoying pest you are, but you couldn't keep me out for long. It seems we've exhausted its power. Holding all these bodies hostage must have been quite taxing. Come along, Tap Girl. It's desperate, but it has no power over you. There's no need to bow to the will of such a frayed and broken consciousness. Leave it to fester. But what about my friends? What happens to them if I just leave? They've already left. They're not a factor in this. Where will Oscar and Rosalina live if the ghost stays? Don't give years of your life for something so insignificant. I love that it's an option you can give, though. I can't just leave the ghost here. You can. Leave. Hey, I'm trusting you. You better make this count. You don't need my help. Close your eyes. Feel for the stairs. You close your eyes. You fumble in the darkness, reaching out your hands and grasping the air until your palm finds wood. It's the staircase. You can feel it under your hands. You begin your ascent. Good. You've made it out of the pit. His overpowering smells return as you place a confident foot on the wooden floor of what you assume must be Rosalina's room. You open your eyes. You try to hold your breath. You feel a hand on your back. You shudder, knowing what it's attached to. Don't fall for it. Keep feeling your way forward. You continue. You feel the doorframe under your palm and the sturdy wall of the hallway beyond. Wayne's palm continues to gently urge you forward. You stumble into the corridor between the annex and the library. The real world is swimming back into focus. Good. The main doors are just ahead. You feel a shove as Wayne pushes you forward. You fall towards the entrance, your legs still unsure of the ground beneath you, and the doors fly open. You're outside. It's real this time. A cool autumn breeze blows small piles of dried leaves across the steps of the library. You made the right choice. It would have been easy to fall for its tricks. I'm proud that you didn't. He's seeing you. He leaves before you can say anything in response. Thank God you made it out, Tap Girl. I went to get Mom when I realized you hadn't left the library with the rest of us. I figured if anyone knew what to do, it'd be her. See, someone beat me to the punch. Sounds like you had quite the evening. My bones weren't meant to bend like that. I'm gonna be hurting for a few days at least. I suppose I'll have to find another place for me and Rosalina to stay. That was such a disaster. I'm so sorry to have brought you all into that house. I should have left the place to rot. You and Rosalina could always stay with us, Mr. G. I wouldn't want to impose on your parents like that. It's a lot to ask. I can figure this out. Holy moly. I'm really interested as to how that would have gone if Tabitha was there. I now need to do this and have Tabitha come because I want to know what the ghost would say if it was Tabitha. The impending doom coming over this town is more important than a single ghost. I have to be at my best if we're going to get to the bottom of this. That's a good point. Besides, you never even set foot in this town before this week. You barely count as a Scarlet in my books. You shouldn't be paying supernatural debts that obviously belong to Tabitha. It's just a house. We don't even own it. I'm not going to ask anyone to sacrifice years of their life for a rental. Even if we own the place, that ghost was asking for quite the down payment. I'm really sorry we couldn't get rid of your ghost, Oscar. Don't apologize. I wouldn't want you to lose something that important for a rental unit owned by the estate. Honestly, if it makes you feel better, I don't think I could have lived with the guilt if you'd made that choice. Are you sure you can't take up Alexis's offer? Oscar sighs. You're right. You're right. I'm gonna peace out. Back-to-back encounters with my own mortality. I've got a lot to ponder. See ya, Rosalina. See ya, Alexis. Zane walks off down the road. To think that ghosts are actually real, Stella's got to be over the moon right now. Actually, wait, where is Stella? Oh, she's just standing there by herself. That isn't like her. Is she okay? I was wondering the same thing. We just saw a ghost and she's standing off by herself. Which, like, fair. That'd be a normal reaction for anyone else who had just seen a ghost. But this is Stella we're talking about. No, I'm gonna go talk to her. I'm gonna go check in on her. Hi, Gretchen. You walk over to Stella. I've never seen anything like what we saw tonight. Absolutely dreadful. I don't think my dear Stella is having an easy time with it. Oh, hey, Tap Girl. So I guess ghosts are actually real, huh? I'm so sorry, Tap Girl. I don't think I can talk right now. I'll call you, okay? She hurries off down the road. I guess she hit her limit. Did we go after her? She's a strong girl. She's had to grapple with a lot of turmoil in her life. She can handle an evening like this. All of you should be taking after Stella right now, to be honest. You've all been through something awful, and each and every one of you needs rest. Especially you, Kanika. We don't want that cold of yours to get any worse. God, what a disaster this whole night has been. I had no idea it would turn out like this. I'm so sorry, everyone. Stop apologizing, Dad. We're the ones who don't have a house anymore. We don't even have the library. There was another carving in there. I wonder if those things are tied to everything supernatural that's been happening. Yeah, I wonder. One is a coincidence, but two of them on back-to-back nights? I'm sorry, I'm a little lost. Have you been finding carvings around town? This is news to me too. I'm sure everyone here could stand around theorizing about this all night long. There'll be plenty of time for that tomorrow. I spent a lot of time with Wayne in there. Yeah, I noticed. We could smell him as soon as we snapped out of it. What happened? Did he hurt you? It was part of the reason I left the ghost behind. He really didn't want me to make the deal with it. Weird. It's like he has some sort of obsession with you, isn't it? We don't need to trouble Tap Girl for details. No one pay any mind to that man. He's just a drifter. He'll be gone soon enough. In the meantime, steer clear and he won't make trouble. What do we do about the library? We can always board it up until the ghost goes away, right? The mines were boarded up that just made us want to go down there even more. We can tell them it's mega haunted. Even if folks believe us, they'll just make them want to investigate it for themselves. Maybe we just say there's a gas leak. Sybil, is there any chance this goes away on its own? Not really an authority on these things, but it doesn't seem interested in fading away. Alright, that's settled then. We board it up. We say there was a gas leak. Just hope no one gets curious, I guess. It's the best we can do for now. Were you all conscious that whole time? Everyone glances at each other. Yeah. It was awful. Kind of fun too. But mostly awful. I'm pretty sure we remember everything, at least up until that guy showed up and snapped us out of it. Wayne. He's been following Tap Girl around. What did he say to you? Like I said, let's not trouble Tap Girl about him. Just stay away, all of you. Do any of you know who you were supposed to be? No idea. The words just came out. There was no context, nothing. But there was a weird feeling, like an overwhelming guilt. I was so angry. I was mostly just scared. I didn't feel any of those things. I felt... I don't know how to describe it. I felt powerful. I was just cold. What was it like being puppeted? They all glance away. It hurt. Why didn't I make the kids stay behind? I can't believe I let them happen to them. Dad, this might be the overwhelming pain and exhaustion talking, but shut up, I love you. None of this is your fault, okay? I had no idea what I was going to say until the words were already spilling out. It was like I had no control over myself. I remember each and everything I said. It's like it's burned into my memory. You poor souls, I can't begin to imagine what you've been through. I'm really sorry, Oscar. I'm really sorry, Rosalina. It's okay. Worse things have happened to people. The price was just too high. We'll find a way to pick things up. I know you did everything you could for us, Tap Girl. It probably was smart not to trust that ghost anyways. You won't have to do it alone, Oscar. You can help yourself to whatever you need from the store. Yeah, I'm sure Aunt Winnie and I can help out too. This is a good town full of good people, Tap Girl. We won't let this ruin Oscar. We should probably get going. It's starting to get chilly out, and I don't want to keep Alexa's parents up too late. I'll be over later tonight with some bedding and hot tea, and I'll have Miles bring you groceries in the morning. Don't be a stranger, and let us know if you need anything, okay? Thank you. It really means a lot. I believe it's time for me and my daughter... Oh, to get me and my daughter home as well. But... Nika, dear, you haven't been feeling well. You need to get some rest. Okay. I'll see you tomorrow, Tap Girl. Why did I want to talk about stuff? If I manage to get out of bed, then yeah. Ha, don't make me laugh. Nika wearily treks back to the general store. I'll be back in a moment to walk you home, dear. I just need to put the tea on and give your cousin a quick call. Sybil leaves you and catches up to her daughter. My whole body hurts. Mom, what was that? I want a better answer than a ghost. You'll be all right. Let me get you some of that special tea. It's been working well, don't you think? I think ibuprofen would be better, but I gotta admit the tea has been nice. I'll put the kettle on as soon as we get home. I guess it's just the two of us now. What do you remember? As far as I know, all of it. I might start forgetting soon, but for now it's all fresh. The twisting wasn't the most pleasant, but even though I feel like I got tossed in a blender, it honestly made me feel so alive. So you don't regret coming along tonight? Look, that was a horrible experience that will stick with me for the rest of my days, and we failed to get rid of the ghost. But failure has a way of bringing people together, and hey, I got genuinely possessed back there. How many people could say they were possessed by a ghost? So you have no idea who you were? I could roughly place most of the others. None whatsoever, but I remember everything I said, and I remember that cold feeling. A prisoner of the Scarlets. I wonder what your family was up to back then. I guess we can add it to the ever-growing pile of mysteries. I guess you finally got some shared trauma with everyone now. Avery chuckles, grabs their ribs, wincing. Yeah, I guess I do, huh? I know tonight was horrific, but it was also thrilling, and knowing we all went through it together, it makes it easier. There are people to commiserate with tomorrow morning, when the soreness really starts to set in. Still, I feel awful for Oscar and Rosalina than I feel for myself. I'll see if there's something Aunt Winnie can do to help them out. At the very least, I can help them spruce things up with some plants once they find a place to settle in. Which reminds me, I better get back home. I'm supposed to have a shift tomorrow morning. Might have to call in sick, but here's hoping a good night's sleep will be enough to heal up. Avery heads off, leaving the square in front of the library empty. Sybil returns not long after. Not long after Avery leaves. It's time to go back to the estate. Your cousin wasn't exactly thrilled to hear about what happened tonight, but I think I blunted her anger as much as I could. Shall we? Ditch lanes. There's ditch lanes. You once again find yourself along the long trek back up to the estate. The night feels cold, the crunch of leaves beneath your feet deafening in the quiet wilderness. Let's stop here for a bit. These old bones need a moment to rest. There are ditch lanes everywhere. There are, and I'm afraid they still would be this numerous even if you had managed to exorcise the spirit you encountered tonight. Its presence was merely a symptom of the rot in this place, rather than its cause. People are unfortunately just gonna have to get used to the sight of these things in the coming days. Are you a witch? She laughs, surprised by your question. No, dear, though some might call me one. I'm just an old woman who fancies herself a bit of a healer. Look, after tonight, I know magic is real. Do you do magic or not? What is magic anyways? I just know some trade secrets passed along the family line. But it's no different than the child of a mechanic knowing what to do with an engine or the child of a carpenter knowing how to build a makeshift chair. I still feel like I'm just processing everything we saw in that wild room, or the wild rooms in general. The whispering is... Wayne didn't want me to make a deal with that ghost. Of course he didn't. Some people will never understand the kind of sacrifice that was laid upon the table tonight. If you'd gone through with the deal, it would have been an affront to everything he is. That's enough rest for me. Let's carry on for a bit. You and Sybil walk deeper into the woods. You're getting closer to the estate. Something's gonna fucking happen. One last rest and we'll get you home. Edwardian killed Charles Jr., but it feels like I'm only scratching the surface of things. What has my family done? Is that what the spirit showed you? Your family built one of the most powerful coal empires in Appalachia. Appalachia. Those sorts of things don't come about without betrayal and bloodshed. These are all assumptions, of course. I'm just an old woman who enjoys her tea, and the Scarlet Empire is far older than these rattling bones. Repeat decision or outcome is the most unpopular from the community? Really? Interesting. Okay. Okay, Looney, yes, we're definitely going late tonight. We're definitely going late tonight because no, we can't stop this. No, we gotta finish this. Enjoy your lyric, Looney. Thank you for hanging out. If you want the bloody details, I'm afraid you'll have to find them yourself. Sybil? What is Wayne? Like I said, he's just a man. You know more than you're letting on. Not exactly polite to share people's medical history. I may not have taken a Hippocratic oath, but I still respect the privacy of others. There was a stone carving of a goat's head and a pack of wolves in that basement. There's something similar in the mines last night, too. A circle of arms and chains. Both of them gave me visions. That meant something to her. Was there now? That's quite an interesting development. She reacted to that. She responded. She knows what the fuck. She knows something about that. Perhaps we can discuss these visions over tea tomorrow. See if we can piece things together. You just believed me? Of course I did. These are strange times, Tap Girl. None of us have the luxury to waste energy on doubt. Why can't I just go home? Like to my real home. You poor dear, this is your real home. It's hard to have the sensitivity to feel these things, but on some level, it called you back here. Nobody really leaves the holler, at least not forever. Call it a quirk of the town. Oh, okay. She believed me about seeing, like, the wolves and the, like, the seal thing. Seeing that and seeing the visions. She believed me. And she, like, responded like she maybe knew something about it. Oh my god, you're right, aren't you? Oh my, you look absolutely horrified. I was just pulling your leg, dear. People leave town all the time. We just haven't been blessed with the most frequent public transportation. Thank you for patiently waiting with an old woman, Tap Girl. I feel spry as a spring chicken. You and Sybil trek through the remainder of the woods and find yourself on the outskirts of the estate. I'm looking forward to continuing our chat tomorrow once we've had some time to rest. Good luck handling Tabitha. I tried to soften her up over the phone, but there's only so much softening you can do with someone so prickly. Bless her heart. Get a good night's rest, Tap Girl. You've earned it. Sybil heads back through the woods, leaving you alone to face Tabitha. You opened the door to the estate as quietly as you can to find your cousin anxiously pacing in the foyer. She's been waiting for you. So you finally came back. After last night, I thought you were done with all this running around in secrecy. I guess I was too optimistic. Do you know how stuff like this impacts me? Do you even care? Look, a lot of scary stuff happened tonight. Just listen to me, okay? Now's really not the time. Oscar's house is haunted by the ghost of Charles Shaw Jr., who was murdered by Edwardian Scarlet. It wanted years of my life in exchange for leaving, but I wasn't about to give it what it wanted. Hey, at least she looks concerned. Is there a gas leak in the library or something? Do you realize how ridiculous you sound right now? There were like 6 other people there, and they all got possessed. They can corroborate everything I'm telling you. Mm-hmm. Wayne followed me into Oscar's house. You think mentioning that awful man is supposed to garner sympathy for me or something? So you know him. Did I ever say I didn't? He's a creep from a bad time in my life, and I do my best not to think about him, which has become an increasingly difficult task. I'm gonna say nothing. Silence? Wonderful, because I'd really rather not talk about that man. There's another one of those stones in Oscar's house. It gave me another vision. Like last night, that was gas. I'm sure whatever you thought you saw tonight was similar. Maybe you had another seizure. All the more reason you should run off and not tell me where... All the more reason you shouldn't run off and not tell me where you are. They've been telling me a lot about our family. I think we've done some terrible stuff, Tabitha. And all of it is probably your imagination because they're hallucinations stemming from either gas or, I don't know, your own guilt and exhaustion. City folk love to self-flagellate. What if they're what's making all this supernatural stuff happen? What if they're... Okay. I've yet to see any evidence of the supernatural. This feels like a distraction from me being mad at you. Who put them there? You expect me to know? They're probably some kind of ancient artifact. I'm not an archaeologist. Have you been getting enough sleep? You sound a little delirious. You know, I'm gonna leave it at that. That's pretty much it. Great. Then I'm going to bed. Your cousin walks off, leaving you alone. You don't even notice yourself entering the guest room and falling into bed. Suddenly, you're just there, buried under your family's musty covers. Before your thoughts can drift away to nightmarish recollections of hours past, your phone buzzes on the nightstand. Got an achievement for that, apparently. Okay. Hey, sorry I ran off earlier. Wound up in a really bad headspace. I care about you so much. Just need some time to get a handle on things. Sorry. Call her. Go straight to voicemail. I'm the sorry one. I let that ghost hurt you. Put your phone back on the nightstand. Wednesday night, nearly half a week has passed since you first arrived in town, and it's a little over half a week remains until the bus comes to take you home. The spirit of Charles Saw Jr. now commands the entirety of City Hall, a swirling void of wrath and despair that the people of this town will have to learn to ignore. Disaster looms its tallest yet over Scarlet Hollow. Ah. Oh. Okay. Why? Why are we looking at the skin? Oh, oh, no. No, I don't like that. No. We hope to have episode released before the end of the year. No, I'm gonna do the double save. Okay. I have questions. Many questions, but I am also hungry, and it is midnight my time. Play this soon. Yes. Jessica, also, can I entice you to bring Tabitha along? Because I really want to know what happens if Tabitha's there. I really want to know if what happens if Tabitha gets dragged into that too. Oh my gosh. Okay. You will? Okay, it's like, I figured you probably would take her. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm realizing this is like, it's a click-through thing. Oh, that was so good, though. Oh my gosh. Words. Words are difficult.